In continuing the how to complete Honda RUCKUS rebuild, I decided to go out and get me a hard copy of the service manual. I got this on eBay and I got a good price. The only problem was this little, it was bent right here. Also, I've got, I ordered some, every year I change my look on my bike. My Dio, and I ordered a couple of these really cool Isle of Man. This is off of England somewhere. This is their road races, which they've held for like, I don't know, 100 years. And what they do is the island, it's a little island, and it has, I think, like 30 miles worth of roads that are like all the way around the island. And they block the roads off one time a year, and they have all the best, craziest racers in the world that come there, and they get up to about, I don't know, 160, 70 miles an hour on regular roads, and they race, I think for 2 or 3 days, something like that. All I know for sure is that I did apply to take my Dio over and race, and they banned me for life. You know why? I do know why. It's because they saw my videos, and the TT Isle of Man racers that put on the race are just jealous, and I know it. Well, okay. Now, back to the Honda manual. What I'm going to do with this manual is the manual covers everything that a service technician would cover for rebuilding the bike, such as oil changes, like your lubrication system, the oil pump removal, and inspection. And what this also does is it gives you specifications, such as your carburetor right here, which is right here. The book will give you identification numbers, main jet, slow jet openings, idle speed, things that it's really in depth. And I'm not going to go into every aspect of it, but as I start putting the engine back together, what we'll do is we'll start on the crankshaft right here. Here's the crankshaft, and of course you've seen the new crankshaft and the new piston I have. But I'm going to take both the case halves, which are the right and the left, and I will build the crank and the pistons and the bearings, and put the halves together. And of course, if you want to know all about the crankshaft cylinder inside, out of rounds, pistons, wear outs and things like that, then this is a really good book for that. But we have to remember too that this is a 49cc engine. The piston is that big around. It's not a high performance, high maintenance, tricky engine that requires a lot of fine tuning every day. So we'll start here with the crankcase separation and putting it back, and I'll show you how to put the proper rings on, how to check your ring galleys here. I'm not going to go into, this is checking your service limit, which is 0.5 millimeters on your run out, and run out is how round the crankshaft spins. It should spin at 0.000 run out, ideally, and that will give you vibrations at high speed if it is out of round. Now, what can happen, for instance, is your crankshaft can be dropped, and the one weight can be off center just by a little tiny bit. But that kinetic energy of the crankshaft moving will make the crankshaft vibrate, and when that happens, you're going to vibrate all kinds of little problems like seals and leaks and all kinds of things like that.